looking at these lineups, Homeboy is going to have a very solid lineup and very durable as well. They get good late game scaling. Team LUNATIX, they're going to be able to fight very early on in the mid game, but if they're not able to scale up well, that late game is going to be a little bit difficult for them. Who will be our final winner of Week 2 in MPL MY Season 10?
We're jumping into the game, and I don't know if it was intentional or not, but such a big brain play where they even confused the viewers as well as us, the caster, letting Goldie Look hold on to that Paquito for such a long time, making even us believe that maybe it could be an EXP lane. But yeah, overall, Team LUNATIX, I would say, is an amazing draft. For those of you that is just watching this game and did not see the draft, go watch it again. It was quite it was quite an experience. Either way, right now in the mid lane, Cypher taking a lot of damage from AML as well as Rain.
Yeah, we can see that Team LUNATIX are more comfortable taking these early game trades now with the Paquito jungle as, oh, they're gonna catch out Chibi with the combo from Rain. Tama's dropping real low. A nice 3-man chain to make sure Chibi stays alive.
Bang! That was amazing! That was potentially a first blood. And the thing is, Team LUNATIX, they use a lot of their own spells. Look at Ray, he used his Petrify. It did not work out, and it was all because of Bang. That was beautiful.
Yeah, Bang has really been showing his capabilities here on this Julian mid pick right now. I think other teams have to take a lesson for this if they're up against Bang in the future. But for right now, the teams are still even. The first blood was already faltered from the side of Team LUNATIX. So the next skirmish is probably going to be in 20 seconds at the Turtle Pit.
Bang is using the level 3 advantage quite well right now. Spot is trying to bait out Goldie Look. Chibi is there just in case if any kind of aggression is being shown. But looks like Goldie Look on this Dire pick, he's going to behave quite a bit. Probably knowing where Chibi is. He doesn't want to take the risk, especially because Turtle is up.
I am most surprised though that Goldie Luck isn't winning out this lane more. He's actually even in EXP with Sabat, and that's not ideal when you have the Dirov versus Esmeralda matchup. You ideally want to be dominating the lane as much as possible, but it is good that he was disciplined there. He could have thrown himself in front of the Tamas as well. They take the turtle, but Min now could be in danger.
Yeah, Min, he was in quite danger. He probably saw the change in pattern in Anip being a little bit too aggressive. That's why he was waiting at the bush behind the turret itself. Yamichi is here now, so now Min can be a little bit more aggressive. But the fight in mid, look at Rain. Rain is waiting on Bang, and Bang is probably going to get killed over here. He used his flicker. He still survives, even though he got burned for quite a bit.
With that gone, it will allow Rain to help out in other lanes, but he's not going to have his full combo, so not a lot of damage coming out of the Kadita for a little while. Saiful going to be pulled back by Yamichi, but not enough damage yet as the Tyrant's Rage sets up for the kill, but Yamichi flickers away. Nibiru's Passion dropping Kufa real low as well. So far, very even trades.
Double flicker used by both of the roamers, completely understanding how much damage each marksman can do. So overall, very, very good discipline over there. Right now, Rain is just looking for any opportunities that he can. And looking at this, it's basically the same setup from the side of Team LUNATIX. They really don't want any of the movement speed. Like, even Amal, instead of physical, he's actually going for cooldown.
Right now, Anip waiting in the bush. He's going to force out the rough wave, so it's not going to go onto the Clint. But Subbat is actually going to be first blood on the bottom lane. Not what we expected. Amal not going to be picked off. GB and Bang coming in. 3-man knockup, but it's not going to be enough. Yamichi falls as well.
I love watching all of this multiple crowd control hits, like multiple knockups, multiple stuns, and Goldie Look, as we were talking about, he should be using the hero advantage, and I feel like he's being very cautious. The moment his team tells him, it's like, no one is there, it's a 1v1, that's where he took the opportunity and actually go for the fight against Subbat. Quite a good, I would say quite good discipline coming in from Goldie Look. Really not taking any fights unless he 100% knows no one is going to gank his lane.
It's pretty surprising too, considering just how off the rails Team LUNATIX was playing in game number 1. You can see that both teams have actually adapted to a safer playstyle after their respective losses. A pull from Yamichi onto Saiful into the knockup, but the enhanced Rain from ulting, and that means a double kill going over to Chibi. Amal gonna follow, dropping to the Clint as Mint gonna get jumped on with the falling Star Moon. A Nip doing a lot of damage, Sabat tanking the tower, a double kill to the Clint as well.
LUNATIX, if they were first pick, they probably would have had a bigger advantage because they could ban out this Julian, because we talked about this. Bang has been using Julian quite a lot. Looking at the gold, Anim as well as Chibi is having quite the advantage. Goldie Look as well as Min. In terms of the gold difference, I would say the most is Bang and Rain. That's quite a big gap between these mid laners.
Yeah, this Julian is becoming such a problem for them because they should have been able to kill Cypher with Rain if not for the knockup. And because he was still alive, he could get the Tyrant's Rage. Speaking of, he actually misses it thanks to the flicker from Yamichi. And they're still comfortable enough to taunt here, LUNATIX.
Yeah, but look at the bottom lane, Team Homeboys. They're putting quite a lot of pressure, forcing Goldie Look out of turret range, giving all of the advantage over to Anim, trying to make sure that he gets as much gold as he can. And right now, 2,800 going up into 3,000 gold lead for Team Homeboys. Anim 204 is going to hurt quite a lot when he has his items.
He's having a really comfortable time farming right now, and because of the space that the Homeboys are buying, so is Sabat. He did die once in lane, but now he's able to free farm the top side. He's gonna roam around and collect gold alongside Anip as well. Homeboys, even without these two, they can take pretty aggressive fights. Cypher gonna find Yamichi. He gets the knockup, gonna land on him. Unstoppable going to Chibi.
What was that read? He knew someone was in the bush. He probably doesn't know who, but it's like, there's probably someone ready. Goes in, but Bang manages to get the kill. Amon tries to return the favor. He manages to get Cypher, but monster kill for Chibi. Killing spree for Anip. Team LUNATIX, they went into for their own death.
My goodness, Homeboys are in top form today. Having Cypher and Bang rejoin the lineup has really reinvigorated them, and that was a massacre on the Team LUNATIX, translating into a free turtle. Chibi, we have not actually seen him play on this jungle Tamas very much, but he is 6-0. The setups from Cypher and Bang have been doing wonders for the cores on Homeboys.
Yeah, big props to Chibi, but again, Bang is proving to be quite a problem here. Now, looking at the items, Bang is focusing on his cooldown as well as some form of penetration, but honestly, the attribute is really going over for his counter engage, and I like the synergy from Bang and Cypher. Wherever Cypher is, Bang is not far away with the follow-up. He's been saving a lot of his team. Why wasn't he played sooner?
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at that as well. It feels like Homeboys were probably just saving them as secret weapons, hoping that they would still be able to achieve the same sort of results with Vince and Expedia. Right now, though, we are seeing a world of difference in terms of gameplay. A concealed play from LUNATIX. They're jumping in. They find a Nip instantly bursting. Shut down with the Nibiru's passion.
Yeah, nowhere else to say it. That was an obvious mistake. We saw Cypher going into the tri-bush, probably just waiting for someone to go through. They're not expecting for them to just go straight in, focusing on Anip. And Anip, you are the gold laner. Dying is not an option for you, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely not. But Homeboys are still in a pretty good spot. A 3.6k net worth lead for them. Yes, Anip got caught out, but we have to remember Sabat scales really well into the late game as well. And he has been free farming the top lane because of how much Team LUNATIX have to roam together to get these pickoffs.
Yeah, Amal doesn't look too comfortable on the Paquito, and the same can be said on Goldie Look. Right now, Amal 1-3-1. It doesn't seem like he has a full grasp of how much damage the Paquito can take while he dishes it out, and Bang focuses on to Yamichi. Yamichi is gonna go down. Rain tries to get a double man knockup, but look at the damage. It's not enough. Rain, with his passive, is able to recover some of his HP, but the damage onto Homeboys, almost non-existent.
That's pretty bad for Team LUNATIX, honestly. That was a nice combo from Rain hitting two people with the rough waves, but yeah, as you mentioned, no damage. Team LUNATIX are a bit too far behind now. Rain especially has no gold. Oh, that was a bit of a miss from Cypher there. The flicker, Tyrant's Rage, not hitting its mark.
Okay, to be fair, it was placed correctly. It was just read by Rain, able to dash out of it. So, you know, it's kind of a cool play and a cooler play.
Well,
My vocabulary is not good for that one.
I get the feeling that your mental state is deteriorating at the end of a long day right now. But looking at the damage dealt rank,
Now I can't feel my knees.
I don't think that's very good.
Yeah.
But Nip, going to be at the top by a wide margin. Despite the lack of damage from that last ult, Rain is actually second, even ahead of Bang, indicating that the rest of Team Lunatics are not in a very good state right now.
Well, again, Bang is just there to provide the crowd control, and he's been hitting them quite consistently. It almost looks like he just spams this hero non-stop. It's like, can I use someone else now? No, all in on the Julian, boy, all in on the Julian. And it's like, please, a Kagura, a Chang'e, anything. It's like, nah, Julian. But right now, Homeboys, they're marching into Lunatic's base.
Yeah, so Seifel gonna jump in, but gets caught out. Yamichi gets the kill, but Falling Star Moon finding 3-man in the backline. Abysm Strike going to miss on Goldilocks. Amal nearly dying to Chibi, but he's able to retreat back to the base. The inhibitor is broken, though. They find Goldilocks with the enhanced chain. The Lord gonna do some damage to the crystal, but the Homeboys, good discipline. They're not gonna force this end. They're gonna retreat.
The biggest difference with Seifel in the lineup, look at how coordinated they were when they retreated. It's not like one at a time. Every single one. That was, yeah, that was.
That was a little bit suspicious there.
I mean, it didn't miss by a bit.
Yeah, it definitely was maybe in the right quadrant of the 360-degree circle. But yeah, not by much there. Lunatics definitely having a little bit of an effect here. The Homeboys have definitely been able to pressure them very heavily. 7.5k net worth lead. That last Lord push did a massive 26,000 tower damage. Again, first Lord of the game. You usually aren't able to deal these kind of numbers with that kind of objective. And we mentioned during the draft, Team Lunatics, if they fall too far behind, they don't really have good enough scaling to be able to make up the difference. And well, that is the situation they are in right now.
But we've seen it time and time again here in the MPL Malaysia Season 10. Comebacks can happen. So Team Lunatics, this is where they need to prove themselves from a good team to a great team. If they're able to win this 6,000 gold deficit, then it kind of shows that they are in the conversation for being the champions of MPL Season 10. And right now, for the side of Lunatics, the only thing that is really bothering them is the setup. And I kind of feel like this is the time where Lunatics, perhaps they're in over their heads a little bit too much. They're trying to overthink it, because seeing the Ruby using I'm Offended, I think that's a preemptive I'm Offended. He's anticipating that Spike goes in a little bit more inside of the range of the turret, so that's why he used it. But again, he's overthinking it. It's time for them to stop thinking.
Time for them to stop thinking.
I don't know.
Return to Monkey.
Yes.
It's time to go back to their ways in game number 1. Just don't think, just run in and try to dish out the damage. Unfortunately, I feel like they're a little bit too behind for that to work. I do agree, though, that's important for them not to think about it too hard. They just have to follow their instincts, because it has done well for them before. But with the Lord now pushing in, this is an important defense. The inhibitor going to fall. That's a lot of damage coming in from the Homeboys. Rain is in the backline. He wants to look for core damage dealers. Sepa buying a lot of time. Seifel gonna actually get caught out. Rain missing the full combo, but GB losing his immortality. The Lord is still on the crystal, though. Homeboys, they're gonna go for it. They wanna, and they'll get it. The victory gonna be going over to the Homeboys here against Team Lunatics.
Seifel and